Hi friends, so today we will discuss the searching methodology used in the programming field, and there are two basic searching methodologies that's been used in the programming section. One is called as a linear search and another one is called as a binary search. So in this section we will discuss about the linear search program. We will implement the linear search with the help of the programming language named as C. Actually we are searching whether the element is being present in our array or not using the concept of these searching methodologies. In the case of linear search, it will make a comparisons with all the locations of this array. So linear search depends upon the probability chance, that is sometimes the search element may be present in the first position or sometimes it may be present in the last position. Depends upon the probability or it depends upon the chance. Right. If it is being present in the first position, then we can definitely say that it is called as a best case. And if it is present in the last position, then it will be the worst case. So it is one of the drawback of the linear search. Sometimes it will take a lot of time in the case of the larger arrays. So there we will definitely use a binary search concept. So we will move on how this linear search program will work. So I have a box in my hand, and in this box I have marked 5 locations. The maximum capacity, treat this box as an array. The maximum capacity of this array is 5, and I have given a name to this box, that is A. So the locations will start from 0. So A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 and A of 4. In the 0th locations there is a data value named as 5. In the first locations you can see a data value named as 7. In the second location you can see a data value named as 9. Third location you can see a data value named as 10. The fourth location you can see a data value named as 13, that is 1 tree. So we are going to implement the linear search on this box or in this array, and I am going to search the element. My searching element is 13, 1, 3. So first of all, the search element will make a comparison with each and every locations of this array. So the search element is making a comparison with the first location. The search element is 13, 1, 3. So 1, 3 is making a comparison with the A of 0. The data value present in A of 0 is 5. So 5 is not the matching for the search element 13. So it will make a comparison with the second location, that is A of 1. So it is not matching with the search element, and it will make a comparison with the third element, third position. So it is also not matching with the searching element, and it will make a comparison with the fourth location. So it is also not matching with the searching element. And after the fifth position, we will got a match. That is our searching value is 1, 3. So it is matching with the fifth location, that is A of 4. So we have find out the value in this array. So we have find out the search element, that is 30 is being present in this array. Here we can see a drawback also. We have made 5 comparison to find out whether the value is being present in this array or not. So that is one of the major drawback in the case of larger arrays. Sometimes our searching value may be present in the first location, or in some cases it may be present in the last location. So if the value is being present in the last location, then we have to make this much of comparison. Here we have made 5 comparison to find out or to check whether the value, the searching value is present in this array or not. So this is one of the drawback in the case of linear search. So linear search has an advantage also in the case of smaller arrays like this. In the case of small array means the array holding the values of 3 locations or 5 locations, we can definitely use these kinds of searching patterns. But in the case of larger arrays, it's better choice to use a binary search program. So this is an idea behind the linear search program. It will make a comparison with each and every locations of these arrays, and will find out whether the search element is being present in these locations or not. So now we can move on to our program. So we are moving on to the coding section of the linear search program. So we are going to implement the linear search with the help of the language C. So first of all, we have included 2 library functions named as standard input output.h and also the console input output.h. We have included these libraries in our program because we are using a lot of built-in functions such as printf, scanf and getch. So in order to execute such kind of function, we need the help of these libraries. And after that, I move on to the important function of this program, that is a main function. The compilation start from this function, and after that I have declared a lot of variables related to the data type named as integer. I have declared an array to read a lot of input values, and after that I have declared the variable named as I is called as an iterating variable. In order to iterate to the particular locations. Then after that I have declared a variable named as num. Num is a variable that is used to hold the value that we are going to search, and after that I have declared another variable named as n. N is a variable that is holding the size or the limit of an array. And After these variables, I have declared two important variables named as C stands for a flag variables, and another variable named as POS stands for, or it is used to locate the position where the search element is being found. And the another two step stands for, we are reading the limit of an array and storing into the variable named as n, and after that we are reading the particular elements into the particular location of the array. And the next step is we are going to enter the search element and going to store the search element in the variable named as num. Okay, this is all about the declaration side, or this is all about the accessing input from the user. Then we move on to the important code, or the core part of this program. So this is a core part of the program. This is a main code behind the program. So here we can see a for loop there, and for it start from the iterating variable start from the initial location 0, and it will move up to the value less than n, that is n minus 1. That is, here you have, if I have entered the value n is equal to 5, then the for loop will iterate up to the 4, that is n 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Then after that I have entered a conditional statement. This is an important statement. It is actually checking each location of an array. It is actually interacting with each location of an array to find out whether the search element is found in the particular location or not. So this is that code behind that particular searching. And if array of I is equal to num is a searching variable, and array of I stands for each location. Here you can see an array. This is array of 0, 0th location, first location, second location, third location, fourth location. If I have entered n is equal to 5. This will change if I have entered n is equal to 10, then we can see 10 locations. Here if I have entered n is equal to 5, then I can see here 5 locations. And it is actually checking whether the search element is being found in any of the locations that is displayed here. Okay. So if I found a search element in any of the location, then these things will happen. That is, the flag will change to 1, c is equal to 1, then the position will be updated, and we have entered a break statement. And after this code, I have entered two statements, that is a if or else statements. It is used to indicate the status of the program, that is whether the search element is being found or not. If c is equal to 0, that is, if the flag is in the initial stage, that is in the 0 stage, then we can definitely say that we have not found the number. Else we can definitely say we have found the number at the position named as POS. Okay, so this will be the background working of the program. If I have entered 5 elements, 10, 20, 15, 6 and 45, and after that I am going to enter the searching element as a 45. So 45 is my search element. So first of all, it will go to check, it will enter into the for loop. It will go to interact with each location of this array. So first of all, it will check with the a of 0th location, then after that it will move on to check with the, or make a comparison with the first locations, used to compare that whether the value present in the first location and the search element is same or not, and after that we will move on to second location, after that we will move on to third location, after that we will move on to the fourth location. In the fourth locations I can see a search element is being present. So the position and also the flag will get updated, so that is c is equal to 1 and position is equal to 4 plus 5. That is, usually the position will start from the 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The position may not start from 0th location. That's why we are given a statement that POS position is equal to I plus 1. Array locations will start from 0 to that particular value, that maximum limit, but the position generally we generally say that I have got the first position, right? So the position will generally start from the first 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why we have updated the statement like this: POS is equal to I plus 1. So if I found the search element, these statements will work. Okay, this is the code behind the linear search. Then there is one major drawback behind the linear search, that is there is a probability chance running behind the linear search in the case of searching. That is, here the element that I have searched is 45. It is being present in the fifth location of the array. Okay, so I have make a comparison with the 5 locations inside this array. So if the search element is found in the first location, then the complexity or the time required to complete the program will be less. If the search element will be found in the 1000 location, or if the search element is found in the 2000 location, then the time complexity will be high, or we have to spend a lot of time to make a comparison. If the array size is big, this is generally a small size array, that is the maximum capacity of this array is 5, so the search time is much less. If the size of the array will get bigger, the linear search will be a drawback for to execute the search function in the program. So due to this reason, we will move on to the another searching technique called as a binary search. Okay. So friends, so we have implemented the linear search concept with the help of the language named as C. Now we can move on to the implementation section, or we can see the output of the program. So control F9. So the first question is asking that enter the array size. So I'm just going to enter the array size as 5. Enter. So I can enter 5 elements into the array. I'm just going to enter the first element 45, 56, 67, 90, 75. Okay, so I have entered 5 elements. Then enter the number to be search. So I am just going to enter the number that is a search element, that is 75. Click enter. So 75 is being present in the array that we have already entered. 75 is being present at position 5. So this is how this program will get executed. Okay, so just try to execute this code. All the best.